This is the Arc Zip, and I've been using it for more than a year. It's been my favourite backpack, my main backpack, although I have been experimenting with the Z-Pax Nero, which is the frameless pack. However, this pack here is not frameless, it has a frame. In fact, I'm not even wearing it properly. So let me put the strap on. So the hip belt and the sternum strap there. Microphone, goodness. Well, some things I like about the Arc Zip. Well, I like the hip belt. It's actually got two adjusters, so the bottom ones and the top ones, so you can actually get a really good lock on your iliac crest, which is where your hip belt should go over. So it should always ride over the top of your iliac crest, which is the top of your hip bone right there. So the strap should actually go over the top of it, so the top bit should be at above the iliac crest, the bottom bit should be the bottom, and by having two little adjusters there, you can really lock it onto your iliac crest like that. Click. So it's the most supremely comfortable way of doing a hip belt. I don't really like hip belts much, nobody really does. It does take the load off your shoulders, but this is a very comfortable hip belt. It's got fairly minimal foam there, but that's enough for me. Some people can get an extra thickness of foam, an extra layer that Z-Pax sells, but I've found you don't need it. So I love the hip belt. Sternum strap, yeah, it's pretty standard. These straps down here, they're a nice sort of shape, like they curve, so they're quite comfortable. But of course, the most beautiful thing about the Arc Zip is the arc in the back. That ventilation and that comfort is just second to none. It's very ventilated. There's lots of air that goes around through there, but it's also really, really comfortable. In fact, I've actually had that upgraded in recent months, about 3 or 4 months ago. This here is all brand new. It's a new generation, and basically this strapping on the first original stuff that I got was started to twist up. That strapping plus the strapping on the bands here plus these sort of load lifters up there, this strapping started to twist and started to sort of go up into the little adjusters. So Z-Pax had a new generation of cordage or webbing that they had available, and they kindly sent that to me. I got informed about that from Jason from Outdoor Adventures, so if you're watching, Jason, thank you very much, and also thank you, Z-Pax. I'm sure that they've now used that on all of their new Arcs and Arc Zip packs, so that's a great improvement. But that ventilation and that comfort, it's really great. I've compared it to the Osprey Levity. I've got other videos that compare that, and the Osprey Levity's got more sort of springiness there, and it probably is a tiny bit more comfortable, but I just find that actually the best ventilation, because the best ventilation is actually where you're not touching. That's the bottom of your back there, you're not touching there, you're just having a minimal contact there, and you're not touching up there, so really lets the sweat out, really lets the perspiration out. Also, the reason that the Arc Zip is called the Zip is because of the panel load. So the panel load is really great, because you can access your stuff really easily, unzip it like that. So of course it's got a roll top on the top here that you can access, but I virtually never use that. I pretty much just open it up like a suitcase, bang, and then there's all your stuff. Okay, there's a couple of little lockers here, like a little straps that go across there that sort of keep it all together, and that's a bit of a pain, but other than that, it's excellent when you stop and you need to get something out in the middle of your pack, like your first aid kit or some food or extra clothes if you stored it in there. It's great having it like that. Okay, so yeah, I love the Arc Zip part of it. It's got a nice big panel on the front here, so that's also pretty much waterproof as well, so you can store a whole bunch of stuff there. If my tent is wet, then I'd store my tent in there, the Z-Pax Duplex, but if it's dry, I tend to put it up the top there. Well, the pack's normally like this way. I tend to put it up the top there because it's nice and light and it fills up that volume, but if it's wet, I'll put it in there to keep it away from all my other stuff in there that I want to keep dry. Yep, on the bottom there, this thing here is where I keep my little sit pad. You can put anything down there, but I find the sit pad's really good. So it's easy to access like that. So you can pull it out like that, ready to go. And then when you're finished sitting on it, you just stuff it in there like that, and you stuff it in this. It's a bit hard doing it one hand, and then basically you pull like that, and it just locks it in, and it's beautiful. And it actually also helps the pack sort of sit upright when it sits back up like this, so it can actually sit sort of on its bottom like that, because it's got that sort of extra sort of volume, or that extra flat bit from the Z seat. The pockets on the side, they're really cool. They're really big. They're easy to actually access your water bottles, or get your water bottles without having to take your pack off. You can go like that and reach around. Same with the trekking poles as well. When I don't have them sort of all locked away like that. So trekking poles are easy to get in and out of as well. So wherever it is, yeah, like that. So you grab your trekking pole. These are my favourite trekking poles of late. Drop them down there, deploy them, ready to go. Long if you're going downhill, short if you're going uphill, and then pack them away. Boom, 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 boom. Wrap around like this with the inbuilt Velcro. Put them upside down, reach behind, tuck them away. Boom, walking on the flat, because I tend to only like to use trekking poles, particularly going downhill or uphill. On the flat, yeah, maybe not. Easy to put away. So side pockets work really well on that as well. So yeah, I love the Z-Packs arc zip. I love the panel load. I love the ventilation. I love how you can, it's got a big storage pocket on the back. I love the pockets on the side. Is there stuff I don't like about the pack? Yeah, sometimes the volume feels a little bit small, because once I fill up the inside, there actually isn't a whole bunch of actual space in there. I find I guess I never really have sort of filled up this volume here. I tend to have my my sleeping bag at the bottom, my food in the middle. I tend to have my sleeping my sleeping bag at the bottom, my pad there, my food bag there, and my tent and whatnot up there. So and then that's not a whole bunch of stuff, but it's pretty much full. So it just always feels a tiny bit small. But I think I could go up here a bit further. These straps here too, I do find them a bit irritating, having to unstrap them and get into them and put them back in. I mean, it's only a minor irritation. What else don't I like? The zips make it not waterproof, so you definitely have to use dry bags and stuff. I would like the idea of it being pretty much waterproof, like just the arc, just the full volume one without the zip in it. So that's sort of a little bit of a downside. I had a little bit of wear from the hip belt padding there, so I put a little bit of duct tape there. I'd also starting to have a little bit of wear on the bottom, so I'm thinking about putting some more tape, or I've actually bought some big patches from Z-Packs of carbon fibre sort of patching stuff, so I think I might just reinforce that. I think it's the hybrid DCF stuff. So yeah, not a little bit worried about the bottom, but had no problems yet. The fiberglass rods here, they're actually fiberglass, they're not carbon fiber. The horizontal ones are the carbon fiber ones. Apparently these are fiberglass. Apparently they used to be carbon fiber maybe, but they break a lot easily, so these are actually fiberglass. I don't really like how they bend. They're a bit warpy, so when you can actually release the tension to make it flat, better for packing, and then you can pull this down like that. But when you tend to, oh no, that's the wrong one. When you tend to tension up the arc, and you can actually adjust how much tension or how much arc there is, you can do like that. And whenever you do it, the fiberglass tends to sort of warp out left or right a bit weird, and sometimes the arc gets really big at the top and really small at the bottom, so it's a little bit wobbly. So I think that's just a consequence of just everything being lightweight and just enough of everything. So you've got to be a bit careful there. I'm a bit worried about I might break at one time like that. Oh, that's a bigger arc than I normally do. So only minor things. How much would I give it out of 10? Probably a 9. 9 out of 10. Overall, I'm very happy with it. This would be my pack of choice. All the gear that I've got in here is just under 10 pounds, 9.95 pounds I think it is, 4.5 kilos. Light as it's very light, but full comfort. This is my preferred way of hiking. So thanks Z-Packs, and I look forward to reviewing the Z-Packs Nero. Catch you later. Blue Boy out. Food bag, pad, sleeping pad, sleeping bag. So there we go. That's it arced up. What do we keep in the front? What do we keep in the front? Puppy. Water treatment. Gators, Z-Packs, JT spray, calf shank gators, some steaks. What else we got in there? Diddy bag, bits and pieces. Toilet trowel. Raincoat, Montbell Versalite, amazing raincoat. Rain pants, Montbell Versalite rain pants. So that's the top front pocket. I think it's like 10 litres. That one must be like 40 litres or something. See side pockets 2.5 litres each. And there is the rest of the pack.